Edit Rebuttal, go to schedule. Edit details after. Okay. Did we have something scheduled for the live? All right, guys, what's going on? Let me get everything up and going. Okay. All right, so, all right, cool. So that was done already. All right, boom. All right, guys, what's going on? Let me just get Clubhouse on and then we're going to go. So, what we're going to talk about today is building that child support letter. So, y'all remembered we had start the right. Let's see. Turn this way. All right, let me start Clubhouse and then we're going to get going. Child support rebuttal letter. Allow room to chat, open to anyone. All right, cool. Should be good to go. I bet. All right, so let me see what's going on here. Can you turn it off for me? All right, guys. So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So y'all take notes. What's up, Credit Yoda? What's going on, my guy? So today we're talking about child support and building the rebuttal letter, right? So today we're gonna build the rebuttal letter. So 2 weeks ago we built a child support letter. I showed you guys that child support is fraudulent. I also showed you guys that the intended beneficiary for child support is not the custodial parent or the child, right? We proved that 2 weeks ago. Oh, child support. So, personal in biz. All right, cool. Chaz, I got something for you. I'm gonna announce something, so stay around, Chaz. I'll be announcing something very soon. So we know now that child support is fraudulent, right? We all should know this now. So let me see y'all put some yeses in the chat if you know that child support is fraudulent. We know that now identities have been stolen because if you did not enroll into the program, we now know, right, that someone stole your identity. And guess what? A key thing that I want you guys to look at is this. And I know some of you are going to say, well, Doreen, it's lawful for them to put child support on my credit. Well, let me where's my other computer? Okay, yeah, I need to fire up that old beast. I'm going to fire that one up in a minute. But Where here does it say it's a lawful order to support the U.S. Treasury? I want to. A lot of people are going to say, well, Doreen, it's lawful, it's the government, it's all of these things. I want to know where there's a law that says a consumer must support the United States government or the United States Treasury. So let's go back to identity theft. 15 USC 1028. And fraud related to activities connected with identification documents, authentication features, and information. So I'm going to start off heavy because I want us to go in the rebuttal letter, right? So this says, whoever, in a circumstance described in subsection C of this section, and we go down to number 4. Number 4 says, knowingly possesses an identification document other than one issued lawfully for the use of the possessor. Authentication feature are a false identification document with intent such document or feature be used to defraud the United States. Now, let's go to 1028A. When we go to 1028A, it speaks on aggravated identity theft, right? So 1028A. 1028A says, in general, whoever during and in relation to any felony violation enumerated in subsection C knowingly transfers, possesses, or uses without authority, lawful authority. So we're going to stop right there at lawful authority. And what I know a lot of you are going to actually say again is, Doreen, it's the government, they can do this, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you no, because it says lawful authority. So it says lawful authority. So now let's go ahead and see where is my other computer? All right. Let me get this food out of the way. Got some grub, guys. I'm extremely hungry. Been traveling all day. And you're like, Doreen, you're always traveling on a Friday. A lot of stuff happens on the weekend. I'm in town, I'm out of town. Y'all just got to bear with me, but I'm still bringing y'all the sauce. Right? There's something that I want you guys to know. All right. So, with child support, let me boot that computer up. Because I'm going to prove the fraud to y'all right now. And then and then we're going to go into building the rebuttal letter. All right. Like, this is the mindset that I need you guys to have when you're doing your research. When you're doing your research, there's a specific mindset that you need to have. So let me connect to this Wi-Fi real quick, and then I'm going to break it down to you. So remember the word that it says lawful authority, right? So let me see y'all put lawful authority in the chat. Let me see you guys put lawful authority in the chat. And I'm going to show you guys where I'm going with this. Let me see y'all put lawful authority in the chat. All right. There is a section of the law. So in We Hunt versus Ledbetter, when we go down to It should be 25 or 26. When we go down to paragraph 25, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So remember now, where is my phone? I need you guys to follow. And this is why you guys have to learn the different aspect of consumer law because different laws tie into each other. Now, when we looked at the identity theft, it says lawful authority. Lawful authority, right? All right. Let's look up what the word lawful means. Let's look up the word lawful. Let's see what it means. Lawful. Conforming to, permitted by, or recognized by law or rules. It is an offense to carry a weapon in public without lawful authority. Right? All right. So lawful basically means it's permitted, it's recognized by law. So when we go to the case law of Hunt versus Ledbetter, right? Because you guys were taking notes, and we are at Hunt versus Ledbetter. So now we're going to scroll down. Come on. We are going to scroll down to paragraph 23. This ancient computer, I swear I'm going to break it. Give me a second, guys, while my trusty handy dandy computer works. Okay. All right. So we're going to scroll down to 23. And 23. All right, cool. So now we're at 23. So we're at Hunt versus Ledbetter, and I'm at paragraph 23. And it says, remember now, the word we're going off for is lawful authority. So remember that, lawful authority. And now we're going to go to 23, and it says, the analysis here requires a determination of whether plaintiff has a right under a federal state. If so, whether the federal statute precludes beneficiaries from seeking enforcement of these rights. In a private case action, the commissioner urges that Title 4D of the Act does not afford plaintiff an enforceable right as defined by the Supreme Court in Pennhurst. Right? We agree and therefore find it necessary to only discuss that issue. So when we go to 24, 24 says this now. The state contends that Title 4D was enacted to recoup welfare expenditures. All right. So it tells you plain and simple. Title 4D was enacted to recoup welfare expenditures. That does not make it lawful. To ease the burden on state and federal fiscs to check the rising tide of families enforced to resort to public assistance and to reward states which maintain cost-effective and efficient child support recovery operations by achieving net savings for federal, state, and local government. Welfare appropriations, Title 4D will benefit the general public. I want you guys to tell me of a law that says a man or a woman, because women get on child support too, is responsible to support the general public. I want you guys to show me a law that says a man or woman is supposed to support the government. I want you guys to show me a law that says a man or a woman must support the state. I want you guys to show me a law that says a man or a woman must support a county. What else is there? I want you guys to show me a law that says a man or a woman must support the federal government. I want you guys to show me this law that says a man or a woman have to support the general public, the state, the federal government, the U.S. Treasury, your county. Show me a law. I want somebody to show me that law that says a man or a woman must do this. I want somebody to show me that law. So if y'all can't find that law, I'll move on to my next statement. There is no law that requires a man or a woman to support the U.S. Treasury, to support the state, to support the county, to support anyone that they don't want to support. Because Title 4D, aka child support, was enacted to recoup welfare expenditure. This is a case law, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't Darain making this up. This is a case law. Child support was enacted to recoup welfare expenditures. That is it. That is it. It was enacted to recoup welfare expenditures. So I come back to you and say now, ladies and gentlemen, when someone uses an identification of you, when someone uses an identification of you to enroll you in a program, someone took your social, because child support does not work without the social security number. The social security is the key piece of ingredient that is needed for child support to work. Child support is a lien on the social security. All right, let me see, allow replays, boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I have to set allow room to chat, share room. All right, cool. So social security, child support enforcement is a part of the Social Security Administration. Yes, it comes under Title 4D. You are correct, Kevin. So now we know that it's fraudulent. We know that the intent and the purpose of child support is for the state and the federal government. It was enacted to recoup welfare expenditure. It was not enacted for the single mom or the single dad or the child. It was not intended for any of that reason. So now, what I want to ask you guys is, what types of rebuttals are you getting when you send out my child support deletion letter number 1? Because now that leads us into building the rebuttal letters. So put it in the chat. What type of rebuttals are you getting? For those that sent out my letters 2 weeks ago, what rebuttals are you guys getting? So I'm waiting for the rebuttals, guys. Talk to me. What rebuttals are you guys getting? (15 USC 1681 C2) identity theft. Talk to me, guys. What rebuttals are you getting? Welfare, Miguel, welfare. All right, so it don't look like you guys are getting any rebuttals. Then why you guys are giving me DMs that the child support agencies they're saying all sorts of stuff? Are you getting rebuttals? What rebuttal are you getting? But tell you what, guys. For those of you on Instagram, can you guys do me a favor? Send this live to 5 to 10 people. Everybody on Instagram right now. Let's get these numbers up. Send five. Send this to 5 people. If you're on Clubhouse, I want you guys to share this room to the hallway. Ping some people into the room. Let's see here. YouTube, you know the drill, YouTube. You guys have been great. I need you guys to share this live with some more people. Share the live. Tell some people to join because we're going to build the rebuttal, the child support rebuttal letter. Yeah, no problem, Miguel. No problem. You see, it's hard for me to build a rebuttal letter if I don't know what they're saying, guys. You got to tell me what they're saying. Because you guys been asking me to build the child support rebuttal letter, but I'm not hearing what the rebuttals are. So what are the rebuttals? What are they saying when you send out the part 1 letter? Question. Once the child support judgment goes through and the person is already paying, can they get it deleted or canceled? Yes, you can get both. You can get it deleted from your consumer report and you can stop the child support payments. Yes. I need your help with removing an account with late payments. All right, Lee, I got you, Lee Money. I got you. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to do a hypothetical because I'm not getting the rebuttals. It seem like nobody's getting a rebuttal. All right, file. All right, let's do a blank document. All right, so this is the child support rebuttal letter. So child support, P-P-O-R-T, rebuttal letter. All right. So we're building the child support rebuttal letter, right? What does this mean? It means that if any corporation, because remember, number one, can I use child support letter even if I've been summoned to court? You won't be able to use the letter in court, but you will be able to use it. And before I even say this is no way, shape, or form me giving anyone legal advice. The law is the law, and I would imagine the courts are supposed to uphold the laws of the land. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they're supposed to do. So this is why you got to learn the laws that I put in the letter. All right. Since you guys are not giving me the rebuttals, I'm gonna have to hypothetically make something. Wait, they send back. Okay, I'm getting some rebuttals. They send back history payment when we ask them for proof of our signature. You don't need proof. DJ, don't ask them for proof of your signature. That's not what you do. I need you, DJ, to get my child support deletion letter. You are not asking them for signature. What you're doing is called a debt validation proof of claim, prove that the child is mine, and prove that I went into contract, prove that I enrolled in the program. All right, let's see. Once the child support judgment goes through, okay, I answered that already. All right. So let's hypothetically say, I don't like hypotheticals, guys. Like, if you guys get rebuttals from child support, I need to know what those rebuttals are. Like, if you don't want to share it so anyone can see it, that's fine. If you're on Instagram, there's a question box. You can throw it in a question box. For YouTube, I don't know how we do it. They usually got opt people in their fraudulent program. True, very true. So I want us to, all right. So let's say the hypothetical is this. Um, we are lawfully required to report child support, and I don't know, the mom has a right to get child support. Let's say that is the response, because I can't think of a rebuttal, but you guys got to give me some rebuttals that you guys get so I can build the letter. All right. Soon your credit card company for late payments. I'm not talking about the late payments right now, Edward. We're talking about child support. What if you entered into a contract with child support? Okay, Facebook user, now we're getting somewhere. All right, what you mean you entered into a contract with child support? Do you mean you went to the child support office and you say, I am enrolling in the program, I am the one, I'm going to sign up for child support? Because if you signed up for child support, that's a different thing. That is you voluntarily going to support the U.S. Treasury. That's you saying, I'm going to go support the U.S. Treasury. That's a whole different thing. Denied passport. So those are consequences of not paying the child support. I want the rebuttal letters. Like when you send out the dispute letter, when you send out my dispute letter. Yeah, that's good, Edward. We'll get to that, Edward, and I want you to stay on because I'm going to address that soon. When I say rebuttal, didn't have income to, I believe that's to pay. Okay. That's why you want to operate as a corporation. All right, guys. So, all right, let's talk about rebuttal. What is a rebuttal? A rebuttal is you sending out a dispute letter. And when you send out the dispute letter, they counter it or rebut it, saying you asked for debt validation, the account is validated, pay the debt. That is like that's a rebuttal. So when you send something to them, they send you something back. That is called a rebuttal. So for everyone here that has ever, you know what, let me ask another question. A refutation or contradiction. Good. So let me ask you guys another question. Has anyone here ever disputed child support? The child support letters on the website, this new one that we're about to build, is not on the website yet. But if you type in child support, the child support letter should be on the website. If it's not there, never mind. I see it. Okay, good. That's fine. Has anyone here ever disputed child support? That should have been the question I asked. Organic life. Are you comfortable to come on the live and speak? Ryan, if any of you are comfortable to come on the live to speak, hit the video request to come on the live. and we're going to build a letter. And the person that comes on the live, I'm going to build the letter. You're going to get it for free, and then I'll have the letter on the website. So Ryan, if you decide to come on the live, I'm going to build you a letter right now, and you'll get that letter for free. So just hit the button to request to come into the live, and I want to talk about the rebuttals, what they say. How did they respond when you disputed child support? If you were summoned to court, and like I said, when it comes to court, I do not give legal advice. I am not an attorney. I am not a legal, I'm none of those, right? What I do is I study consumer law and I bring you the truth. That's all I do. I am not an attorney. I am not pretending to be one. I am not a legal advisor. So where do I click? If you're gonna see like a little a camera or something that looks like a little video, like it has like a plus sign inside of it. Like when you hit it, it's gonna say you can request to join the live. So before I even do that, let me say this. Child support is fraudulent, right? However, I do not support any parent that does not take care of their offspring. I'm going to say this one more time. Child support in itself is fraudulent, but I do not condone any parent that does not take care of their offspring. You know that last 10 seconds, you know, I can't know for you, that last 10 seconds, you know, and you can go get a DNA test if the child is yours. So I do not support that you don't support your offspring. I'm saying you made them in private, take care of them in private, as my guy Amin Osiris would say. So let me get that clear. Support your child, but child support is no. What's going on, King?
What's up, man?
Man, talk to me, bro. I'm trying to get some grubbing while I'm on this live. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, it's been probably about 10 years or so, but I did my own what you call it, it wasn't necessarily a dispute, a motion. I filed a motion. And I mean, they told me what it was at that point, that I didn't put a reason why, that the reason why I wanted to be took off, I just put that I wanted to have a blood test because I believe the child wasn't mine. But they wouldn't even accept that, like, force her to get a blood test or nothing. But as far as the child support, they said that I didn't put that in the motion. That was the reason why they didn't even consider even talking about that in court.
How does that sound to you?
As far as what?
Okay. So there's no proof that the child is yours.
Right.
But they are quick to garnish your wages.
Absolutely.
But when you ask for the test, they're saying no. When you ask for validation of all of the situation, they're saying, yo, you didn't ask it. So they're quick to take your money, but they're not quick to find out if you are actually paying support for a child that is actually yours.
That's right. And I tried to acquire a few lawyers, and they pretty much said where they couldn't help me with is I did sign the birth certificate, but later on I found out, that it was possibly not mine. So, and now I really probably know that it's not, but I still hadn't been able to figure nothing out as far as.
So wait, are you saying that you're being forced I'm not saying you can't take care of the child, you know. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But I'm asking you, are you being forced to pay child support to a child that you know is not yours?
Yeah. And the lawyer will tell you real fast too, like, yeah, if you signed that paper, ain't nothing we can really do.
Bullshit. Rescind your signature. Now, like I said, this isn't me, no way, shape, or form giving legal advice.
Right.
But a transaction is a transaction.
And that's where I was at with it. It's like, okay, they say you signed the paper, so like you said, I can't rescind it. I can't take it back. I mean, I know they could let you, but you know that wouldn't be profitable for them.
Let me ask you another question. Is it showing up on your credit?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to learn how to delete it?
Nah, I've tried it. I've tried to dispute that a few times.
I don't think you heard me. I'm gonna say it again. Do you want to learn how to delete it from your credit?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
What I'm gonna do, I want you to email me, right? So the team knows who you are, and I also want you to DM me.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a child support letter pack. I'm gonna make a letter pack for you. You'll get it for free, but I'll have it on the website for anybody else who wants to purchase it. So, the first thing I want to ask you is this. Did you know, well, you probably know now, but did you know that for child support, the custodial, who did they tell you was the beneficiary of child support?
At that time, the custodial parent.
That's what they told you.
Yeah.
Did you know that they told you a lie?
No, not at that time. I didn't.
But you know
and
now.
I heard what you said before. I've done a lot of research. You know, since then, I actually been trying to put a packet together, but like what you said, as far as I looked on the you know, because it says that on the actual child support website. You know exactly what you said. As far as it's not for the parent. It's for the U.S. Treasury.
The U.S. Treasury.
It's right on the website, on the child support website.
So now, I want to ask you, what law says we have to support the federal government?
No law.
So, if there's no law that says we have to support the federal government, how is it lawful for them to do it?
I wouldn't say it was lawful. They probably saying it's legal.
But what does legal mean?
Statute, code.
So there has to be a law.
It doesn't mean that we should be we up under them. That's like almost that's almost if you like if you don't rebut it, then it's like acquiescing to it.
So
I believe. I mean, they know what they doing. They know this ain't lawful or none of that.
Of course.
They just know.
But they know we don't know the things we don't know.
Absolutely.
They know that we're not going to sit down for 2 hours and read the laws. They know this. Hold on, I think I have another brother that has an experience with child support. I'm going to bring Ryan on.
Okay.
And we're going to have a conversation, and I'm going to build these letters.
And you said DM, I'm going to try to figure it out.
Ryan, my guy.
What's going on, brother?
Talk to me, bro.
Well, I'm not paying child support anymore. She's my daughter's 21. But what happened is, I was paying child support since 2005.
Wow.
And well, she graduated, went to college, so still had to continue to pay whatever. But that's my girl. That's my road dog. So on one side I didn't mind, but after over the time learning that this stuff is illegal, I tried to figure. I was trying to get out of it, like trying to work it out, with her mother. Like, yo, I'll continue to pay you, but let's take it out of the system.
Absolutely. Right. Which judge was there? Let me ask you guys a question. what judge or lawyer was there? Like, was one on one side opening the legs for you, right? Was one holding the sheet covers? Was one turning on the like? No, I'm so serious, and this is how I think about things. Like, they're quick to do all of these things, but which one of them was there when y'all was making that in private? Who was there?
I don't know.
I want to know who held the bag, who held the shoes, who separated the legs, who held the sheet, who was passing you water, who was cheering you on, like who was there?
The way they talk to you in the courtroom, you'll think they were there.
I swear.
Cause they damn sure did that to me. So, I mean, at that time, so we went to court. I went to the court. They told her that if she took me off, and if she took me off and I stopped paying, that she can't bring me back. She can't put me back on. So that's why I never came off.
So, what does that sound to you like? A threat. It's interrogation tactics, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna let you know. You can take him off, but just know, if you take him off and you decide to do it again, we're not gonna support you.
Correct.
That's basically what happened.
Yep.
They did me the exact same way with one of
How do you think a single mom is gonna feel?
She's
they're gonna feel pressure.
Backed up against the wall.
Yeah. Like, okay, what if Ryan decides to stop paying? Right? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? So we have to understand, and I don't even like the word understand. We have to comprehend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to comprehend. I'm not telling no one not to take care of their offspring. Even if it's not yours and you feel that connection and you want to do it, go ahead. But you do not need a system that's going to garnish you. You don't need a system that's going to suspend your license. You don't need a system that's going to take your passport, deny you travel. How is that fair?
Yo, let me tell you, in 2010, it got so rough at one point that my license got suspended. I had to get a conditional license. My passport was I was blocked. I couldn't travel out the country. And they froze my bank account. So this is how they did it. So this is what they did. So whatever money I had in my bank account, they doubled it and put it in the negative. So I would have had to pay double just to get my bank account open back up. This is New York. Hold on. This is New York State.
Are you saying they overdraft your account?
Yep. Both checking and savings.
Wow.
Who thinks this is fair? For anyone on here right now, who think that is fair and that is lawful? Who think that is fair and who thinks that is lawful? I want to know. And like I said, I am not saying that you guys are not supposed to support your offspring. That is not what I'm saying. So no one misconstrue what I'm saying. Take care of your child.
Check this one out. So my account was frozen for 3 months. So 90 days, no payments. You know what they could do?
Charge off.
I got to cut. So they didn't charge it off because I still got to pay it. But there's a collections sitting on my credit report since 2011, and as much times I've tried fighting that and getting it taken off, like even up to.
Is it still there now?
Still there to this day.
Oh man, bro, you better not say that shit. Is it still there?
Still there. Yo, every time I send a letter off, they say, "Oh, it's factual. It can be proven. This, that, and the other." And yo, this is the one thing on my credit report that's really hindering me from doing a lot of stuff.
That's where I'm at with it.
We're finna build that letter today.
At peak game. Like I stopped paying my child support ended last year, March.
Mm-hmm.
Right? on my credit report, it says zero balance. Right? Matter of fact, just the other day they sent me a check for $138 for overpayment.
Wow.
But check this out. But on my joint it says zero payment, and that C, that big black C, is sitting right there. Collections. And I gotta, anybody I talk to, mortgages, anything, I gotta explain this to them. Send them a letter. Oh, I was never late.
Like, can you imagine the injustice? All right. Let me finish this last bite. Oh, we're finna get into it. We're finna get into it now. All right. Who's ready for this shit?
Let's go.
So, who remembers child support part 1 letter? Who remembers part 1?
I didn't get to catch that.
All right. Let me go find part 1. I'm going to read part 1, and then we're going to build part 2. Man. All right. So this is child support letter 1. I am going to read letter 1. So this is what you would send out. And you're sending this not to the consumer reporting agencies. You are sending this directly to the child support agency. All right? You're sending this directly to the child support agency. Now, if you want to find your address on your credit reports, when you pull your credit reports, go straight down to the bottom of the report. The bottom of your credit report is going to show all the companies, all the corporations that put any item on your report. And then beside their name, you're going to see an address. The address is provided where if you have anything that you need to dispute with any of them, this is where you send it. And there's also a phone number. All right? So we're going to have the address and the phone number. We're not calling them. We are not calling nobody. What we are doing is we're going to send our letter certified mail. And we're going to use a stamp and we're going to run it through the post office. Because mail fraud. Why is that important? If they are sending correspondence and telling a lie and extorting money, I'm gonna just leave that one there. All right, so let's read part 1. So in my child support letter, this is what the first letter that's going out. This notice is to inform you that you unlawfully reported an unauthorized account on my consumer report. I recently received communication from you attempting to collect the above listed alleged debt. Your initial communication to me in attempt to collect the alleged debt was within 30 days ago. Please be advised that I hereby dispute the validity of the alleged debt listed above in its entirety. Further, I request verification, validation, and proof that this alleged debt and child is mine. In addition, I want proof of a copy of a contract or agreement. Said contract or agreement must be with the original creditor and signed by all parties involved. You are illegally attempting to collect the above listed alleged debt and money that I do not owe. I have not given you written permission to put anything on my consumer report. 15 USC 1681B, permissible purpose. In general, subject to subsection C, any consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, in accordance with written instructions of the consumer to whom it relates. You have no permissible purpose by law to contact third parties with my private or personal information. There's a law that protects your private. Let me ask you guys a question. Is your name private? All right. What about your address? Is your address private?
You got to put the quotations and marks around it.
Well, not necessarily. I'm not going deep with this. What I mean is your personal information public knowledge? That's what I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, I mean, you can get it.
I mean, some of it.
Let's go back. What does privacy mean? Did Congress define what privacy means? No, they didn't. So what is private for you? My address is private. I don't want anybody come strolling up where I have my family, where I have my child. You are not welcome. It is not public property. This is private information. My personal private information. All right.
Gotcha.
Is yours? It's not yours. The social security number that you're an administrator of, is that public information?
Yeah.
No, it's not. If that was the case, anybody could use your social to go open an account. Yes?
I mean, right, but I mean, they using it, child support, like, well, I guess.
That is where identity theft comes in.
Right.
I want you to follow me. On the card, it says, keep this card on you at all times.
Right.
Does that mean that's public? Does not. It means you are supposed to protect this card. Public use means anybody can do it, right? On the card, what does it say? If this card is lost, return it immediately to the owner. Right. Who's the owner? The Social Security Administrator. All right. So we understand that our address, our name, where I work, none of this is public information. It's not. This is my private, personal information. 15 USC 6801. It talks about the protection of your private information. 15 USC 6802. It tells you what these companies must do before they can share your non-public personal information. And that same law gives you the right to opt out of having your information reported. So now that we know these things, right, you have no permissible purpose by law to contact third parties with my private or personal information. If I didn't give you that permission, you cannot do it. Are you guys following me?
Yep.
All right. So now 15 USC 1681A4 speaks on a consumer's right to privacy. I didn't make that up. That is in the law. If you go into Google right now and type in 15 USC 1681A4, it tells you a consumer has the right to privacy. If we type in 15 USC 1692A under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, it's going to tell you that the consumer has a right to individual privacy. 15 USC 6801 speaks on the protection, the security, the confidentiality of your private information. Your information is not public. So if you do not give permission and someone uses an identification of you knowingly, willingly, possesses or transfer this is called identity theft, ladies and gentlemen. This is aggravated identity theft. So if you did not give permission and someone, aka baby mama or baby daddy, whoever took you to the child support place and used your social, but hold on, when did I give my baby mother or my baby daddy permission to use my social? When did that happen? I didn't see that part of the agreement. When did this happen? Was it a pillow talk night? Like when? So what I'm getting at is, ladies and gentlemen, know what their words mean. Go look the stuff up. All of you here, go and look it up. Go look it up. And if I am saying anything here that is not true, that you cannot find, please call me out on my bullshit. Do it. The rain is a fraud. Put it up there. If you can find anything that I'm saying that is not true, let me know so I can fix myself. All right, so let's get back to it. Now we're going into the Privacy Act, and we talk about you have violated my rights to privacy, which is what the FDCPA speaks about, which is what the Fair Credit Reporting Act speaks about, right? 15 USC 1681, 15 USC 1692. I will not tolerate this bullshit. I am a litigious consumer, and I will not hesitate to take legal action and sue you. Yes, you heard me correctly. I will sue you for infringement of my right to privacy for advertising this alleged debt on my consumer report that I do not owe and you have no lawful or legal right to collect on. Why did I make such a bold statement? Because child support, the intended purpose of child support was not for the custodial parent, it was not for the child. It was made to recoup welfare entitlements. It was made to support the United States Treasury. It was made for the state. It was made for the federal government. What law? Show me right now, anyone here, what law that says you, a natural man of flesh and blood, must support the United States Treasury? Show it to me. Anyone, show me a law that says a natural person, a natural flesh and blood, must support the United States Treasury. Show it to me. I'm waiting, guys. Show it to me.
I don't think they're going to find that one.
I don't think they're going to find it either because I haven't seen it. Now, don't get me wrong. It might be there because I don't know all the laws. I know some. All right. So let's get back to the letter. Show me the agreement and or the personal response. You know what they say? You have a responsibility. Does that sound familiar? Yep. You have a responsibility. You have an obligation. Okay. What does responsibility and obligation insinuate?
That you owe.
Contract. Where is the contract? How are you going to say I'm obligated to do something and there's no contractual binding agreement that says, Ryan, we agree that you must do this, and you, Ryan, acknowledge that I, Ryan, must do this, or this and this will happen. Where is that contract? Show it to me.
I never got one.
I mean, show it to me.
I can't show you what I never got. They never showed me nothing like that.
So where is the personal responsibility contract? Where is it? Because you're going to say, I have an obligation. Okay. How do you enforce obligations? Contract. Child support is contract law. Where is the contract? Somebody tell me, where's the contract? All right. Child support or Title 4D is contractual law, and there must be an agreement where the non-custodial parent is enrolled into the program. Well, hold on. Who's a non-custodial parent?
The one that don't have.
Hell no. That's all you got. Fuck. No. I am a natural man. You will not call me an obligor. I am a natural man of flesh and blood that is made in the image and likeness of the Most High. I am not an obligor. So for the record, I am not an obligor. I am a natural man. My name is Derain of the family De Levante. I am a natural man made in the image and likeness of the Most High. You will not call me an obligor. You will address me by my name. When you take on the title, the role of obligor, of non-custodial parent, you now become property. Oh, I'm the non-custodial parent. Motherfucker, where? Nope. I don't know who you're talking to, but you ain't talking to me.
See, I caught on to this later on, to where I had them on deadlock, to where we didn't really get to go. You know, we didn't get to actually kind of start the case up anymore, because I wouldn't give them a name. You know, I tell them, you know, I'm Kirk of the whatever family, and you know what I mean, I wouldn't give them my birthday. I tell them I didn't know when I was born. You know what I mean? It's alleged around this time, and they just keep continuing it, and then they just kind of left it alone. To where
and you never followed up.
Nah, I ain't active as far as like monthly, but like I said, so my credit, you know, it's keeping me.
Yeah, we're gonna get you these letters, and you're gonna send them out.
You know what happens also? When you gotta call in.
It sounds like you're far away now. I don't know what happened, Ryan.
When you gotta call in, because they send you letters, and sometimes like 1 or 2 times I had to call in, and everything you just said, they ask your name, your social, your birthday, your address.
Without the social security number, Title 4D cannot work. That's why it falls under the Social Security Act. The social security number is the key to make child support work. Without social security number, it cannot work. Child support cannot work without the social security number.
That's what I've come to learn now later on in life. That's the only way they can tie you in.
It's a lien. Child support is a lien against the social. But hold on. Who does the social actually belong to?
The Social Security Office. It also says that on there, if lost or if they ask you for it back, you must return it.
So it simply means you're an administrator of this number. So when does an administrator bear personal responsibility for the owner?
When they don't know.
Right. Right. When they don't know.
I'm take a see my Long Island is finished. Let me take a sip of this Long Island.
Some of this H2O.
All right, so let's get back to it. I know I'm getting a little deep, but we gotta think beyond the surface. So now let's talk. They say, "Oh, Ryan, you have a legal duty, right?"
Mhm.
They're saying you have a legal
Obligation.
obligation. All right, shit. Legal duty and obligation arising from contract of the parties are the operation of law. Guess what? There's a case law that supports that. Riddle versus Ventolin. Go look it up.
Say that again.
There's a case law that says when they're gonna tell you you have a legal duty. Okay, well, if you use the word legal duty, that means there must be contract. So, legal duty, an obligation arising from contract of the parties or the operation of the law. The case law is Riddle, Riddell, versus Ventiling, Ventilting, Co. That's a case law that you can look up. It's gonna speak. If anybody tell you about you have I got 11 baby mamas. I'm listening, bruh. Oh my god. Oh, bruh. So how many? You have 11 baby mamas. How many kids in total do you have? Yeah, my man, come on the live, bro. I need you on this live. Come on the live, bro.
11.
He has 11 baby mamas. I don't know how many kids he has yet. You said he has 11 baby mamas, but you know you can have more than one kids, one of them.
Right. So minimum of 11.
So minimum 11, 14. Yo, come on here, bro. I'm going to give you these letters for free.
He's being fruitful.
Bro, request to come on the live. Request to come on the live. Logo crazy. You see? Even look at his name. Logo, let's go, bro. Come on the live, Logo. Let's get my man, come on the live, bro. Come on the live. I need you on this live. I need you. Let's get turned up tonight, guys. Let's get turned up.
That's good.
So, all right, let's finish up this letter, right? 15 USC 1692, D, harassment or abuse. The advertisement for sale of any debt to coerce payment. Did you guys know that when something is on your report, somebody maybe, what is his name? Logo.
Hey D, here. I want to go ahead and add a link to the top, so just mod me up.
Oh shit! I have the chat part on. I wasn't even looking. My bad, Queen Bee. You should have slapped me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Violent, but thank you. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah, bro. You have to send the link because I can't find you. Oh, here he goes. Oh, it's about to get spicy right now. I can't find 4D Destroyer on IG. He's not on IG, bro. You gotta find him on YouTube. Where's my guy? Where are you, King? First of all, I'm gonna say shout out to you because you follow instructions tremendously. Be fruitful and multiply. You follow instructions. I'm gonna let you know that for a fact. But I'm not gonna say don't take care of your kids. Take care of all of them because you know what? The next president could be in your litter, bro. And
no, I take care of them for sure.
That's good. So as long as none of the child's moms, I don't like using the word baby mamas, as long as none of your kids' moms are being spiteful and using child support as a weapon. See, this is the problem, you know. And this goes both for both male and female. Because there's females on child support. Do not think for a second it's only men that are on child support. That is not true. There are queens on child support too. And what I'm gonna say, yo, y'all made them in private. Take care of them in private. Right? Like, I never had a father growing up. Right? Never did. I was brought up by my mom, single mom. Right? And dude, there were times when I want my dad to take me out for ice cream. Like, I will see all the other kids with their dad. I'm telling you guys the truth. Like, I would see them with their dads and I would get so sad. Mine was never there. Never. I've always had strong women in my life. So when I tell you guys, I'm not saying don't take care of kids. I know the struggles of a single parent. I had a single mom. There was 5 of us.
But when you going like boom, 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 it be a lot some days.
But you see, bro, if you have, let's say you make a schedule and you are taking every week 2 to 3, if you can set a schedule where each week you're taking out 3, one Monday, Tuesday, like whatever permitted it. But as long as you are in your child's life, bro, and they know that's my dad and dad is gonna come take care of me, dad's gonna take me for ice cream, and you are an active father, you are calling, you are checking up on homework, you're making sure your kids are being eat, like you're making sure that you're spending time with your kids, learning and grooming them to go off into the world. You get what I'm saying? It's not, oh, I have this baby mom over here, but I never take care of my child. I never ask how my kids are doing. Like, no, no. If for those type of dads, no, you need to be on child support.
That's the gay, for real.
You need to be on child support.
It's like right now it's like I'm like 13,000 messed up.
Damn.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
So 13.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just thinking. You just
14.
Someone says you got a whole NFL team, bro.
Yeah, all my people's getting on here. My cousins laughing.
So
I lightweight don't want to say too much because
no, I got you. I get it 100%. Do not feel to say anything that you don't want to say. I just wanted to bring you on because you said you are still active.
We gotta have a one-on-one one time.
I don't do one-on-ones, but we can make something happen. Join the university. Join the university. I tell you, bro, I take this consumer law to a different level. I need you guys joining the university.
Just pray.
Huh?
My cousin talk about just pray.
That ain't gonna get it.
Nah. We're gonna get some real laws, some real facts, and we're gonna show you guys how to really get this stuff off the credit, man. I just wanted to say, bro, shout out to you. If you are being a great dad, bro, and you're taking care of all your kids, just shout out to you. Right? So shout out to you. So what I'm going to do now is, it seems like he's freezing. So let me do this. Let me take you off real quick.
My phone was ringing. My bad, Joe.
Oh, okay, cool. So there's somebody else that's requesting to come on live. So I'm gonna take you off, and then I'm gonna bring. So join the university. I need go into my Instagram. Go to my Instagram and join the university. You're gonna see the link to join the university. Let me get this king on real quick, and then we're gonna go into finishing up this letter and start the rebuttal letter. And what I want you guys to do is, I have a survey. So next month, I'm doing a master class on master deletion. So what I'll be doing is all the accounts that you guys have, If you guys go to Nish, did we set up the form in the text?
Yes, that's the link that I have pinned on all platforms right now.
Okay, cool. So if they text the word form, they'll be able to get it?
Well, the link is pinned. Let me confirm the text. One moment.
Okay, cool. So guys, what I'm doing is I'm having a deletion masterclass in September. I'm taking surveys. I want to know what type of accounts you guys have. If you got student loans, when you get the survey, I want you to put student loans because I need to know the type of accounts that I'm going to be teaching y'all how to delete. So I want y'all guys to come with y'all bankruptcies. I want you guys to come with your charge off, your late payments, your utilization. I want you guys to come with your inquiries, like everything. Bring all the negative accounts to that masterclass because I am going to take an example of each account and I'm going to teach you how and what law do you use to delete those accounts. So you guys prepare for it. This masterclass is coming up in September. You can't say I never told y'all. But every account that you have, when we drop the survey link, which the survey link is there, for those of you on Instagram, you can get the survey link. If you're in Clubhouse, you can get it. Nish, could you also pin it on the chats for YouTube? I hope the debt collection killer pack is back up pretty soon.
It's already pinned and they can text the keyword form.
On YouTube?
It's pinned on YouTube, Clubhouse, IG, and they can text the keyword.
Okay, so the keyword is form, F-O-R-M. Okay, so the keyword is form, F-O-R-M. All right, guys. So the keyword is form. If you have an account that you want me to teach you how to delete in the masterclass that I'm having in September, I want you guys to text me. Text the word form. So text form, F-O-R-M. So text the word form to 917-810-3329. Sign up for the masterclass, the account deletion masterclass. And what I will be doing is I am going to teach you guys how to delete any of these accounts. So if you guys want to sign up and be a part of the masterclass, let me know what type of account you guys are having issues with. So just fill out the survey and put the account in there so I can know what accounts I need to have the corresponding laws lined up for us to get, so I can teach you guys how to delete those accounts. So text the word form, F-O-R-M, to 917-810-3329, and we're going to get on the master account deletion class. And I'm going to teach you guys how to delete all the accounts that I got, that you guys signed up and that you're having issues with. So now let's go back to the issue of child support. So your offenses amount to aggravated identity theft. And remember earlier we spoke about aggravated identity theft? Because we now know there's case law that proves you don't have a legal right to pay child support. We have case laws that prove that the custodial parent, right, and the child is not the intended beneficiaries. We have case law that proves that the state and the federal government are the intended beneficiaries of child support. We have case law that proves that child support is not a right. So if we have all of these things, why are you not using them?
Good question.
Very good question. You don't have to answer now. When you know better, you do better.
Do better.
So now that we know the things we didn't know, because y'all tapped into the live and y'all got some sauce from the credit hero, and we're here learning and building together, guess what? Let's go build part 2. So we spoke about part 1, identity theft. We told him that this is what it is. So now it's time to go build part 2. So, child support rebuttal letter. But in order for me to start it, I need to know of a rebuttal. Ryan, when you disputed it the first time, what was the rebuttal? What did they say?
Basically, they said it was it's factual. That
Okay.
everything's correct.
That is correct. All right, bet. So they say it was correct. All right, we know that's fraud. All right, so where did I put this part 2, child support? All right, it was correct. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I am not going to argue with anyone. What I will do is I'm going to use the law. So this letter is addressed to the child support agency. It does not go to the consumer reporting agencies. Right? So let's get it real quick. Denista, when I'm finished, I'm gonna address your question in a minute. Give me 1 second. This is my second time writing you regarding the matter. In my previous correspondence, I asked specifically for the deletion of this fraudulent fraudulent account from my consumer report. From my consumer report. You, whatever the child support agency name is, whatever name they have on file, that's what we're going to use. You, in child support agency name, replied by ignoring all my requests. You, child support name, whatever they are, you replied saying, I have an obligation and a legal duty to pay child support. You, child support agency name, further went on to say that all the information you are reporting is accurate. Okay. Is accurate. You, child support agency name, insist. What's that feedback? Can I have you guys just mute for a second while I build this one? You insist that the account is validated with no proof to support your claim. All right. PROOF. With no proof to support your claim. I asked you for the I asked you to validate this alleged debt. I asked you to validate this alleged debt. You did not. You, child support agency name, are in clear violation of 12 CFR 1006.34 1006.34 notice of validation of debts. You were asked to provide the personal responsibility contract. The personal responsibility contract. As per your own words, that I have a legal legal duty to perform. Obligations arise out of contract. Obligations arise out of contract. Where is the contract that I asked for between me, insert your name here, insert your name here, and the head of Department DEP DPAR, Department of Health, HEALTH, Health and Human Services, bracket DHHS. I ask you to validate this alleged debt. You did not. You, child support agency, you put their name there, are in clear violation of 12 CFR 1006.34, notice of validations of debt. You were asked to provide the personal responsibility contract as per your own words that I have a legal duty to perform. Obligations arise out of contract. Where is the contract that I asked for between me, put your name there, and the head of the Department of Health and Human Services, DHHS? Okay. Furthermore, where is the proof that this debt and the alleged alleged child is mine? Where is the proof? Send me the proof. Where's the proof? All right. What else? You fraudulently, F-R-A-U-D, fraudulently enrolled me into a program using an identification of me without lawful authority. AUTHORITY. In a sense, yep, without lawful authority. Let me stop you in your tracks before you respond to saying some shit that is not true. You might be thinking you have a lawful authority, AUTHORITY, to use my personal information without my consent. This cannot be further from the truth. This cannot be further from the truth. There is no law, none, in all caps, none, that says I, insert your name here, insert name, a natural flesh, oh my back, a natural flesh and blood person, nope, not person, a natural flesh and blood being that was created in the image and likeness of the Most High. There is no law that says I, a natural flesh and blood being that was created by the Most High, eh, created in the image and likeness of the Most High, must pay the United States Treasury, United States, Treasury, the United States Treasury, or any entity, entity, any support. Title 1. Title 4D was not created to benefit the the custodial parent or the child. And then this is now where we're going to use the case law, because the case law supports now what we're saying. So the case law that supports this is We Hunt versus Ledbetter.
AD, quick question.
Talk to me.
Is there any way to get them to run that money back?
Huh?
Is there any way to get that money back?
I mean, shit, fraud is fraud. Why the fuck not? If I stole from you, so what you can do,
Because I'm at I finished off at 98,000.
shit. Damn, nigga, shit. See, what I would ask for is an audit. And why would I want an audit? The difference between what went to my child and what went to them is a difference. Not everything that you paid went to your child. So what I would recoup is the fraudulent portion of what they got. I'm okay taking care of my child, but I want to know the difference of what I paid in total. How much went to my child? I need all of that back. So the amounts that didn't go to my child, I want that back. And I'm going to sue for it. But that's what I would do. And Doreen, don't give legal advice.
But what about, even though that went to your child, even though it was done under fraud, shouldn't they have to pay that back too?
Well, that sounds like that's not something I can discuss on here. But but I would imagine, and like I said, Doreen does not give legal advice.
Right.
I would imagine if you've been frauded, there's remedy. Right? So now, let me get back this letter. So the case law that support what I just said was We Hunt versus Ledbetter. All right? All right. So we know that.
You said that was We Hunt versus who?
We Hunt versus Ledbetter. Okay. That's the case law that supports. Hold on. Further. That's the case law that supports child support. The reason why they created it was not for the custodial parent. This cannot be further. One second. Further. FUT. Yeah, isn't it? Am I bugging out? Defer if you are. Okay, there we go. Remember when we go to paragraph 24, it says the state contends that Title 4D was enacted to recoup welfare expenditures. It was created for that purpose. The ease the burden on the state and federal fiscs to check the rising tide of families forced to resort to public assistance and to reward states. What does a reward mean? What does it mean to reward somebody?
Give them something for free.
You're giving them shit. So they're giving the state funds for being effective debt collectors. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Where in that paragraph says that the intended beneficiaries were the custodial parent and the child? Where? So it's fraud. You are doing this under false pretenses. This is what's called fraud pretenses. Because on your website, you're advertising that child support is for the welfare of the child and the well being of the child. That's a fucking lie. Because I have a case law that proves that you're lying. Anyway, before I get on my rant again, let's finish up this letter. All right. Boom, boom. All right. All right, so Title 4D was not created to benefit the custodial parent or the child. Case law, Wehunt versus Ledbetter. All right, cool. There is no right granted to any person for child support. And then again, we're coming with the case law. The case law that supports this is Blessings versus, this should be Blessings versus Freeman. Yeah. Oh, you know the shit. All right.
A little bit.
So Blessings versus Freeman, that's a case law that proves that you have no right. Child support is not a right granted to anyone. Right? So we're going to throw that in there. Blessings versus Freeman. Blessings versus Freestone. I'm sorry. We're going to throw that one in there.
I was looking to make sure.
What you said, brother?
I said that's what I was going to look. I thought it was a little off, but I was trying to find my notes when I had it wrote on.
Yep. Blessings versus Freestone.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what else are we going to prove? We're going to prove that you're operating on fraud. We're going to prove that it's fraudulent. You use my information without my, this cannot be for, there's no. You might be thinking you have a lawful authority to use my personal information without my consent. This cannot be further from the truth. There is no law that says I, boom, 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 natural flesh and blood, was created on images, must pay the United States Treasury or any entity or state any support. Boom. Now we're going to bring back your actions are in fact identity theft. So yeah, here we go. So when I'm building these letters, guys, like this is the framework in my mind that I'm walking through. It's this type of framework. All the laws connect. You just got to know them. They all connect. Because case laws ties in with 12 CFRs or with CFRs that ties in with USC. Like they all connect. Right? So your offenses amount to aggravated identity theft. And then right here, I list the case laws. I mean, well, in this case, it's not a case law. I'm listing the law now that supports my statement. Right? Where is it? 15 USC, 18 USC. Yep, they're all here. Now, let me see what else I'd asked them for. Child support, contractual law. Show me the agreement, the personal responsibility contract. Consumer reporting agency may furnish this. All right, cool. All right. So what have we learned here? So let's recap so I make sure that I didn't miss anything. We proved that the mom or the dad is not the intended beneficiary of child support, right? We proved that.
Absolutely.
All right. We proved that child support is not a right. We proved that. We proved that child support was intended to benefit the state, right? And the United States Treasury. We proved those. I feel like there's more stuff we can prove that I didn't put in the letter.
Did you mention that they was like a separate organization, like they ain't part of the none of the three branches of government?
No, I didn't use that. I'm not too savvy on that part. That's why I don't use it. I know exactly what you're talking, but I'm not very savvy on the distinction and the explanation. That's why you will not hear me mention it. I know what you're talking about, though.
Okay.
All right. I think this is enough right now. Like, there's room for me to put a lot more stuff in it, but it requires me going deeper into my notes, and I don't have all that information on me. So what I'm going to do is I am going to reread the first letter to make sure validation, proof, child is mine, copy of the contract, the agreement, said contract, illegally attempting to collect, boom, 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 permissible purpose, aggravated identity theft, privacy, case law, contract. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now here is this. I'm going to end the letter. And how I'm going to end the letter is this. You child support agency, whatever your name is, you, where is it? So the last part, we're basically telling them that they failed. They failed to do what you were asked. So you, child support agency name, have committed a serious offense. Offense of fraud, You have committed a serious offense of fraud. You you have stolen my identity. Have stolen my identity. You have caused severe harm to my character, my reputation, my mode of living, my finances, my freedom, and you will be held responsible. This entire NTIR, this entire this entire well, I'm looking for a word that describes an event. This entire ordeal, my guy, ordeal. Is biased, biased, biased from the start because you and your agents have a financial interest in the matter. I was not treated fairly. I was not treated equally. You enabled someone, and where the someone is, you can put the baby mama's name or the baby daddy's name, whoever. Baby mama or baby daddy name to steal and provide you with my personal information without my consent. You then used this stolen information You then use this stolen information to further enable the fraud by enrolling me, put your name here, put your name here, by enrolling me into a program without my consent. Delete this fraudulent, F-R-A-U-D-L-E-N-T, fraudulent account from my consumer reports immediately. Now, we prove now, Sheeta, we now prove that it's fraudulent. So, under 15 USC 1681, C number 2, identity theft, based on the evidence here, where they are insinuating that they have.
What, man? I'm busy.
Where they're insinuating that they have lawful authority to put this on your report, that they have lawful authority to use an identification of you without your permission, committing identity theft. This is grounds for you to file your FTC and get your FTC affidavit. 15 USC. I can show you all.
Is that a federal transaction report?
Say again?
Is that a federal transaction report?
What?
You said the FTC?
No, Federal Trade Commission. So there's a website called identitytheft.gov where if you are a victim of identity theft, you can report the identity theft to the FTC. Child support is indeed identity theft if someone uses or knowingly possesses an identification of you and it was used without your permission. That is identity theft.
I had another question for you. So once you send that to them, that's going to be totally different as far as going to the credit reporting agency, right?
This is what I'm getting to. So 15 USC 1681 C, that is identity theft section. $16.81.
I had some of them.
Which is identity theft. It speaks on So when you go to C2, it speaks on blocking information resulting from identity theft. Right? So now, this is where you're going to use my identity theft letter, and you're going to send. So there's two letters you're using. You're using the child support letter that you're sending off to the child support agency, but you are also using my identity theft letter along with the FTC report that you've identified this account as identity theft, and it's going to tell you why, and it's going to have it there. And you have the other letter, the child support letter, that supports that this was a fraudulent account because someone used, by definition, or possessed an identification of you without your permission. The law says they must block this account within 4 days of receipt. 15 USC 1681 C2, block of information resulting from identity theft. And once you provide the four things that you need to provide, the account will be blocked. This is what the law says. This isn't the rain telling you anything. The law says, except as otherwise provided in this section, a consumer reporting agency shall block the reporting of any information in the file of a consumer that the consumer identifies as information that resulted from an alleged identity theft not later than 4 business days after the receipt by such agency of number one, appropriate proof of the identity of the consumer. So this is where you are sending in a picture of your ID. You can send in a copy of the social that you're an administrator for, a bank statement that's showing your address and your name, or a utility bill. That's number one. Number two, it says a copy of an identity theft report. This is where you go onto the identitytheft.gov and you make sure that you are reporting accurately the account that was the identity theft, which in this case is the child support. Number three says the identification of such information by the consumer. So we identify that this account from this child support agency is a fraudulent account. And then the fourth thing says a statement by the consumer that the information is not information relating to any transaction by the consumer. I did not initiate any contractual obligation with the head of DHHS, Department of Health and Human Services. I did not sign any contract. There is no legal obligation. There is no legal right. There is no law that says I have to support the United States Treasury. There is no law that says I have to support the United States states. There is no law that says I have to support their county. There is no law that says it. So this is where you identify everything. And according to the FCRA, after providing this information 4 days from the date of receipt, this account should be deleted from your consumer reports. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Sheesh.
Get this.
All right, so I will do the last bit of edits on the child support part 2 letter, but that's it. King, make sure you send me your information. So when I get this done, I can have the team email it to you. What I'm actually going to do too, I'm going to include the live. I want to include this live. I'm going to find a way to embed the link or something. So when people purchase it, they have this live to watch with it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
I appreciate that, King. I really do, man.
Yeah. So don't forget to hit me up, and so I can get the team on it. Shout out to my girl Britt. What's up, Britt?
I'm gonna DM you the information. I'm gonna figure it out. I ain't that good on here, but I figure it
out. Yep. Get that done so I can finish up this letter and then I will send it to the team. No, the next thing is, so yeah, King, I'm done. I'm just gonna give the people some more information before I go.
I appreciate you.
Yep, no problem, bro. I'm doing a master class, guys. I am doing a master class where I will be teaching how to delete any account. I am doing a master class on account deletions. What about the university? Come on, Noel. You know what, Noel? I'm not even going to answer your question. I'm not. I'm not, Noel, because you know the university gets all the sauce, all of it. The university gets all the sauce, all the letters, everything. The university gets it. Guys, so if you have an account that you want deleted, make sure make sure that you guys tap into the masterclass in September that I'm doing. So right now, I am collecting questions. I want to know, shout out to my guy Noel. Um, Best investment ever, bro. Let's get it. What I want y'all to do is the accounts that you are having the most difficulty deleting, I want you to fill out this form so I can add it to the list of accounts that I will be presenting on so I can teach you guys how to delete them. So text me the word form, FORM. Text the word form to 917-810-3329. Text me the word form, FORM, to 917-810-3329. So fill out the survey so I can start compiling the accounts that you guys have that you want to learn how to delete. So when we go on the masterclass, you guys are able to get those accounts deleted. And when I say deleted, you will learn the information how to delete them. That's what I'm referring to. You will learn how to delete these accounts. I'd say give me until tomorrow. Give me until tomorrow to have the child support letter packed on the website. And I'm going to also add this live. I'm going to embed the link to this live on the PDF document. So when you guys have the letter, you have a corresponding video that you can watch. So with that being said, guys, from your favorite island boy, you know what time it is. Yeah. So enjoy the rest of your night. I will get this letter finished, formatted, and it will be on the website and it will be available tomorrow. Tomorrow is August 20, 2022. So I'm going to say this again. Tomorrow is August 20. The letters will be available tomorrow, August 20, 2022. I will put the child support letter pack together along with the copy of this live recording. You will have it. And when I get it done, I'll make a small video announcing it. I'll have it in the description. You guys know what time it is. But I will make this available tomorrow. So, guys, with that being said, everyone have an amazing evening from your favorite island boy. You guys know. Oh, I got a hand raised. Didn't see that. Do you have anything about judgments? Unfortunately, I have not. See, when it comes to judgment, I want you guys to get in contact with a lawyer or some legal representation. The Rain is not a lawyer. I do not give legal advice. Please seek a competent professional that's able to do that for you. I do not give legal advice, especially, especially, I do not give legal advice. When it comes to judgment, I want you to go see a lawyer or any other representative that is able to assist you. But the Rain does not give legal advice. Sonic, what's up, bro?
What's up, D? What's poppin', man? How you doing? I've been seeing you on here whipping it on for quite a bit of time.
Yeah. We gotta build that late, with that child support part 2 letter.
Yeah, you already know I had to tap in when I seen that. Listen, I intended to get on here sooner, man, but I was actually going through my affidavit then, man. I'm literally beyond the whole. And these are the questions that I was raising in the YouTube chat, the live chat, but I don't think you've seen them or not. Here's the thing: when you get to the point where you're actually submitting an affidavit over to the court to show, like, you don't want to be, at least this is the consideration that I would take that would make sense, would be to not be showing not necessarily contempt, but being vexatious and belligerent, so they'll have any reason to try to throw your comments, your affidavits or any of your evidence or attachments that you have out. Like, I'm literally dealing with this. Like I mentioned this last time, like, there's a veteran that you really need to tap in with, bro. He's already on this. Like, we as far as like the veteran side of it, man, he's got him dead to rights in Texas right now.
Can you send me his information?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, DM it to me.
Okay, I was gonna say I've been emailing you and everything, bro. Like, I'm literally at the.
Are you sure you're sending it to the right email, bro?
Yeah.
Because my administrative assistant, she runs the chat. She runs the emails and stuff.
Okay, so here's the thing. Well, before you get out of here, let's link up. And even if it's just a 5-minute call, bro, I'm out here in Cali. Like, literally, I was in the rainforest. Out, and I'm dealing with this now, but I'm beyond the whole, like, I got them dead to rights, bro. Like, literally, where it's everything they've done, even from the basis of actually making a decision on vets' disability benefit in itself, it's unlawful, bro. Another veteran, I'm telling you, there's another veteran that's got this same situation. He's a lot older than us, though. He's in Texas right now. He's got him on the books legitimately for $100 million in damages, bro. And it's set in federal court. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's levels, bro. It's levels. The thing is, it's CFR 4531, where if you haven't served 20 years, bro, they cannot garnish that shit. Even if they do it at the bank, like Navy Federal, whoever bank you got, if they garnish it or put a lien at the bank by law is supposed to do it because the state is submitting what's called a right to garnishment or lien. They'll do that. And I read a little regulation on it, and it says that it's supposed that if they submit that, then they're allowed to do it. But they didn't take in consideration of every other aspect. Like, if it's a veteran specifically that's related to, like, if they're 100% total and permanent, you know what I'm saying, you got them dead to rights. Like, I'll show you, bro. If you link up with me, I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna get money around this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so DM me your info here on Clubhouse. Use the little button thing. Because like I said, my assistants and my admins and staff, they go through it, bro. I get thousands of emails.
I understand that.
Like the DMs, I get hundreds of DMs per day.
Okay, I got you. I'm definitely going, before you take off out of here, then we're going to chop it up then. And like I said, man, anytime you come to Cali, out here to La Jolla, come out here to the beach, bro. Out here on the ends of the island with you, bro. We're going to chop it up for real. I'm in San Diego, so you already know it's good.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Sounds like a plan. All right, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to have this letter up by tomorrow. So for those of you who want this letter, it will be available tomorrow. And yeah, let's get it. So everyone enjoy their evening. Have an amazing evening. The things that you don't know can be the things that cost you the most. So find somebody who's doing what you want to learn how to do. Pay that person to teach you how they're doing it. It's a simple formula. So with that being said, guys, everyone have an amazing evening. It's been great. From your favorite island boy. I'ma see you all later.